Namaste everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm super excited because music therapy is my favorite topic and passion. It's my life, it's my breath. And I'm here today to tell you my story, how I discovered the profound healing aspect of music. So my journey began in Michigan when I was volunteering in a rehab center. In that rehab center, I was just going for the connecting with the residents for music. So one day the manager told me, you have to go and sit in that room where a man was sitting silently, gazing on the wall for weeks, just unkempt appearance. He had a stony eyes. And I thought I have to sing there, and I just went and practiced Ragbhim Palasi on the Tanpura. And at first he showed no response. Then in around gradually the raga filled the room, and I was just closing my eyes. In 2 hours or 3 hours, I just saw something shifted. The tears began to stream down his face. And I called Daniel, see what happened. So he actually told me that unknowingly you actually healed that person, because he has been sitting like this since weeks. He's been urinating there, everything, and nobody is trying to, and he told me that he was a criminal. He came from that detained world. That time, that experience was a turning point, revealing to me the transcendental powers of, music. And it was super experience for me. Indian classical music, anyways, transferred to me by my mother. I took it forward as a therapy, and I started pursuing courses in music therapy. And I came back to connect with Indian music and therapy. So I reconnected with all my gurus who practice ancient therapies. I learned chakra activation properly. So coming to my journey of exploring the ragas, so holding the divine hands of my soulmate, my God-sent guru, Dr. Meenakshi Ravi, I explored the ragas on autistic kids. And it was amazing. So about the ragas, when we perform or listen to certain ragas, which are the sound templates, very specific characteristic frequency, which pleases our ears. Ranjayati iti ragaha, which pleases the senses. So when we listen to them, they cause vibrations which align with our brain waves, leading us to the state of deep relaxation and heightened awareness. It's not about music itself. It's about the way it addresses, it interacts with our emotional and mental states. So another case study I would like to share for raga therapy. So this lesson was passed to me by my another guru, Vidushi Rajam Shankar, a veteran music therapist. She spoke to me about a young woman who had been struggling with severe anxiety, stress, which has caused her to stop her menstrual cycle for over 6 months. And she went to ma'am. Ma'am, drawing from the vast knowledge of raga therapy, she told her to she gave the specific phrases of Rag Yaman. Carnatic music, it's called Mech Kalyani. So she advised her to sing daily for 20 minutes, evening, focusing on the lower abdomen. After 20 days of consistent practice, I'll tell you what exactly raga phrases she gave. Why exact raga phrases? Because the frequencies, in our ancient Indic system, we say that the frequencies are the vibrations of our own, body. there are just maybe few phrases. So after, thank you. Basically, who doesn't understand, therapy as such? So, music is blend of correct breathing and correct way to produce the voice, correct sounds, and certain specific sound frequencies with a blend of not tones but microtones as well, semitones, microtones. In Hindi we call not just swara, swayambhu swara. After 20 days of consistent practice, the young woman experienced a breakthrough. And guess what? Her cycle returned. And so overjoyed, she spoke to ma'am, and then ma'am thought it's just a coincidence, maybe hormonal balance. So she said, asked her to just stop the practice or advised her to sing something else. So she stopped the practice for another 2-3 months, and the symptoms returned. Her cycle ceased once more. And again she started Yaman, and then again she was back to normal cycle of the menstruation. So this is a compelling evidence of how deeply the sounds are connected to our physiological processes. So now I go to exploring the power of the mantras. So power of the mantras, like I said, music, sounds which we create, whatever is inside us, it's in the universe. So you just have to blend with the universe. So through the power of mantras, I have lots of case studies. Maybe I'll want to share one case study. And before that, I want you to practice something. You take a deep breath and just tuck your stomach in. And in that stomach in, you have to do Om Anant Hari Narayana along with the syllable of the mouth as it is coming. I'll just show you once, and the second time, breathe. And inhale, exhale, again inhale. While inhaling, I guess you know, like mool ban. Mool ban means your anal has to be locked while inhaling. And now in that locked anal, you have to say Om Ananta Hari. Now breathe. Let's do it once more. Om Ananta Hari Narayana relax. Same thing with the very good mouth opening. Ananta, ha, ri, na, ra, ya, ra. Om Ananta Hari Narayana. Thank you so much. So this was the technical blend of the syllables, notes, pitch, breath. So, and of course yoga, like Mool Bandh, it's a part of a yoga. So basically, I would like to share one experiment which I did with a 1-year boy who is having meningitis with pseudobulbar dysfunctions, which has caused her the symptoms of lack of neural developments and spine developments. So I did the mantra like Saundarya Lahari, if you know, it is written by Adi Shankaracharya. Saundarya Lahari shlokas are very therapeutic, and I gave the father that you have to make the child lie down on the lap, and you have to create these Saundarya Lahari mantras with the certain pitch in a particular raga, and he keep doing, and over an year beautiful developments were shown, which his neck was initially like this, so his neck and spine control was awesome. It improved by 67%. Then the emotional resilience, the pain management, everything was awesome, and the child has a lot of happiness content now. He smiles, he is able to interact more, he wants to interact more. So this is the power of the transcendental power of music. Last, coming to the rhythm therapy, which I did in an Alzheimer's Center. So Alzheimer's Center, I was with the dementia patients, and where I just saw them reconnecting with themselves through the rhythmic activities. So in one session only, so they went from the very tiredfully walking for just few seconds. The rhythmic walks of 20 minutes resulted in the joyful walking without a single rest. 20 minutes of walking. It is also called in Western music therapy rhythmic auditory stimulation. So this is Tal Upchar. So basically, why music should be accepted as a medicine in healthcare. In 2015 study done by Columbia University. So there are a tiny structure over our cells which is called primary cilia. So these cilia actually detect certain vibrations and cause the cells to reshape. And cilia, since they have the problem, they are linked with the problem and the diseases like arthritis, kidney disease, cancer. So this discovery suggests that the sound waves might be helpful in reshaping the cell structure, treating these diseases. Why I said cancer? Because I worked with the people who were having chemotherapies. After 2 sessions of chemotherapy, as we all know, it's painful. After 2 sessions, one of my patients said, I have pain, but I'll manage. I won't have medicine. And it's a very, it's contented words for me as well. So music therapy should be accepted in healthcare, because I feel music is not just about treating the diseases. It's nurturing the whole person, making the person resilient, harmonious, and connected with the society. Like I see the atmosphere over here. So music addresses our inner qualities, inner vibrations. And to end my talk, I would just want to memorize the memories of my father. Like for him, music was not just a sound, it was an anchor, emotional anchor. Especially my bhajans and my mother's bhajans was his lifeline. I could find him peace with my guided meditations, which I did with Om chanting. So I just felt that he used to be calmer amidst all these physical ailments, chaos. And I would just say, Hari Om. Thank you so much.